Hey YouTube, Sam here. Well, we got the Honda Metropolitan 2006 model. And a little backstory. I got this going. I think the last thing I did on this was like an oil change. And my wife drove it a couple times and my daughter drove it a couple times last year. And unfortunately, my daughter ended up in a different situation where it wasn't really working for her to drive this very often, and my wife hurt her ankle at work, and that's put her out for a while. But anyway, so this didn't get rode for a while. I drove it a couple times just trying to keep up on it, but I actually went to kind of winterize it this last winter, and it sat for probably a few months, couple months or more. And unfortunately with these gases, everybody knows that the methanol or whatever in the gas gums everything up. And to boot, I was having trouble starting it. I might even have some videos on that the beginning of last year. And now, anyway, when I went to do the run some fuel stabilizer through it and kind of get it ready for winter, I couldn't get it to start to do that. So surprisingly, and I have tried this, the battery seems to be working, but it still won't start.
I can get some gas and everything and get the putter, but it just won't go. Anyway, I want to
kill the battery off any more than it probably already is a pretty low anyway, because it's been sitting all winter. But I think the carburetor needs some work done to it. I'm going to start out with the easy stuff, and we might end up pulling the whole carburetor out of this thing and needing to clean it out. I've watched a couple videos. It looks like it's fairly simple to get these out of here, so let's get to it. I'll mention the names of the guys later in this, or probably put it in here somewhere where the people I watched on YouTube, there's a couple of pretty good videos out there already. So anyway, the first thing we need to do is get the seat and pop that open. You can tell my daughter rode this last time because there's crap all over in it. She was probably wondering where this stuff all is. In fact, I can remember her asking about the new brush she bought and was wondering where it was. There it is. Alright, this is the battery cover, which I actually took off and never did put back on last time. Then, after we get all the crap out of there, there's 10mm here, 10mm here, 10mm right there, and another 10mm right here. And I believe that pops that loose. And something that I forgot and should have done, lock that. That keeps this from tipping forward or back off of the kickstand. And we got to pop this off of here and get this off anyway, so that pops up there. I'm just going to kind of throw all this stuff inside the bottom down here. In there, but they'd end up falling out with mine. And I believe this should pull right off, and it did. And right down through there is your carburetor, the top of it anyway. Well, there's the whole thing right there. So I am going to attempt to pull this off, and there's a needle valve underneath here that I'm going to try and just clean that first of all. If I need to go further, which I probably will because it's been so long since this thing's been monkeyed with. I don't know if this has ever been touched before actually, but I'm going to try cleaning that out and see what happens first. So this just is keeps this wire here hooked on. You got to peel that back and move it out of your way. Make sure you have a good screwdriver for this. Don't want to be stripping these. I'll go around the other side. This box here is kind of in my way. And then there's a spring on the other side of this, on this opposite of this nipple right here. So you don't want to lose that. Just go underneath there and grab it with your fingers and pull it out. Then you got your diaphragm and the needle down there. So I'm actually going to go kind of blow dust all over. Gonna wash my hands a little bit because this is pretty dusty. So we got the diaphragm here, and you can see there's like a little bit of a circular spot that goes around here. It's pretty self-explanatory of how it goes. You want to carefully pull that up. You don't want to rip it or put holes in it if you can help it. And you don't want to bend that needle, which is right here. And it actually doesn't look all that grungy, but that's supposed to kind of move in and out freely, and it kind of wasn't, which was one of the things they talked about in one of the videos I watched, and now I'm kind of getting it that way. So I'm going to take a look at that. There's a way to pull this out. Once again, I'm just going based off of what I've seen on other things. I unfortunately don't have a book for this. I'm going to get one on order, but it appears, yep, a small screwdriver in your kit, if you got a screwdriver kit like me from old Craftsman one. There is inside here. Let's see if I can get a better shot. I'm hoping you can see in there, and down in here there's a little white plasticky looking piece. I'll try a little bigger screwdriver and see what happens with that. It doesn't seem to do a whole lot of anything. Oh, there we go. That actually did pop loose. There we go. There's that little plastic thing I was talking about right there. And there is a spring on there, so you don't want to lose that. Then your needle. So I'm going to set this to the side. I don't know as I advise this, but use your safety glasses here. I'll pull this off. I got some brake clean because I don't have any carb cleaner. I got some throttle body and air intake, which I'm hoping is a little bit more friendly for rubbers and plastics and things. And I'm not going to hit this part of it here, and I got a bucket down here, but I'm going to stick the little nozzle down in here. Really didn't want that to happen. I definitely got some on here, unfortunately. That may have ruined it. We'll see. Get as much off as you can. I'm no professional at anything I do. It's been forever since I worked on a carburetor, and back then you definitely couldn't get anything on that stuff. Hopefully this stuff's not as bad that I just used. Now I got some brake cleaner because, like I said, I have no actual carb cleaner. I'm just going to set that down in there actually. Set in there for a while. The thing about brake cleaner, it's kind of nice, I like anyway, is it does evaporate fairly quickly, but it definitely will eat up stuff too, so you got to be careful. Let that sit in there for a while, and we're going to hope for the best. I actually did take this and ran it under some water. I've taken some air and lightly blew it off here, so hopefully we'll have no problems. Now, what appears to be one of the more difficult things is to get this needle back in the hole here. Okay, that was fairly okay. And then I made sure the spring's on here. I took a look at that and kind of pulled the spring out, and it looks pretty clean. So then you got to match. There's 3 sides to it here, and you got to make sure it's going in just right. If you look down inside this thing, you'll see there's 3 little fingers down in here as well. Oh wow, I actually dropped it perfectly on in there. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, and then Make sure your screwdriver's clean. I'm going to use the small one again and see if that works first. I'm going to twist it. There we go. Now it should lock. Oh, should lock in. It went part way in, but not all the way in. And kind of feel it click. There it goes. Alright, that's good. I'm going to set this here, let it dry for a while, and we'll put it back in and see what happens. I got you on the other side of the bike here, and I did have a rag over the top of this while I was doing everything else, but I've removed it just so you might want to think about doing that. And I'm actually, I know this might not be the best idea, I'm going to spray a little bit of this down in there and see if that might unclog some things. Might actually clog it worse, to be honest, because I'm kind of pushing it the other direction. And I just put a little bit in there. We'll see. Once again, I have a kind of a feeling that this whole carburetor is going to have to come out of here, because it's more the idle that's not quite working, and because it was having trouble idling, and it would go at full throttle pretty good. So I think this is more for that. So I'm going to try this again. This is admittedly the second time. I tell you what, don't buy those red Harbor Freight rags. They just leave fuzzes everywhere. I don't know why I keep using them for anything, but they're the cleanest thing I have. The other thing is, watch out for like this kind of stuff. Now that I've touched this and it's in my way, it's all dusty. Clean off your hands good, because I got dust all over this, is why I had to went for the rag. And then we're going to shove this down in here. Hopefully my head is not in your way. And let it drop. If it doesn't drop easy like that, something's wrong. So, and then make sure this is obviously going around here. Make sure this is going in. There's kind of a groove here, and that should just kind of sit down in there. It seems to be doing all right. And we'll take the spring, don't forget that. Set that, there's a nipple here in the middle, that's got to go over that. And then just kind of hold your fingers on it and stuff it down in the hole. That, and we'll get our screw and try and start it by hand best you can. We got our other screw, which has that little thing on it. You want to make sure that the wire keeper is on this side here. And we'll snug it on down. You don't need a reef on these by any means. If you want to look up torque specs, go right ahead. I'm not stopping you. But for me, snug is good. Just kind of get it to where it stops. Give it a little bit of a tweak. Get where it stops. A little bit of a tweak. Alright, and I am going to take and put this back up in here. Make sure my throttle is working without any interference. That's put back together. It is full of gas because I filled the tank up. There's different ideas on that, and with this kind of gas, it's probably not the best idea anymore. It used to be kind of what you did to keep the water and moisture out of the tank, was just fill it all the way to the top. I did put fuel stabilizer, the seafoam fuel stabilizer in it, and I've had pretty good luck with that stuff so far. So that's what I've been using, but let's check it out, see if it'll start. Have my doubts. Oh, the brake was on, so we gotta make sure the brake's on. Key's on. I think it should work without the seat and everything on. I'm not actually positive. Oh, look at that. It actually started right up, but it didn't go for long.
Well, that could have been just me hitting the gas. Let's see.
So that didn't seem to do anything. I did take a look at the air filter, so I will have an air filter video coming out because it definitely needs done. But I don't think that is really what's going on. I really think that this thing has probably never had a carb clean out, and I know it sat for quite a while, a few times. So in that case, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling this carburetor out of here. Well, YouTube, as you can see, I've got more further torn apart. I'm working on rebuilding the carburetor, at least not really rebuilding it, but just cleaning it up and replacing the couple gaskets on it. But anyway, because these videos are going as usual over time, because I want to really show how to do things, so like I say in most of my videos, I do this for people who don't already know how to do it. That's why I'm doing it. But anyway, I'm gonna be going way over time, so I'm gonna do the first one will be just trying to clean up that needle in the top of the carburetor, which obviously failed because you're watching that right now. But I'm also going to have one on the air filter, as well as pulling the carburetor out, as well as rebuilding the carburetor. So there's going to be, I think, at least 4, maybe 5 videos in this whole carburetor deal. So please go check those out. Like I said, I try and give as much information as I can. I'm trying to keep my videos in the 15-minute range, but it's more difficult than you think to actually explain how to do something and show somebody how to do something and video it all and actually do it to where a person that's never done it before hopefully can figure out how to do it. And that is my goal as far as most all my videos. So that being the case, I'm going to call this a video. This is Sam, Jack of all, Master of none. You all have a good one.